Liz Truss's new government. So far, so good and truly conservative. Without getting too excited, is it just me or can we smell conservatism in Britain after years of absence? And this morning we had the budget announcement, all the things that we've been saying until today, all the good announcements, the good promises and pledges, and we said, I'll believe it when I see it. Finally, we saw the radical conservatism being back. This video is about another reform, which is absolutely important, needed, and long overdue. This is her new team, Liz Truss, with Suella Braverman as Home Secretary, Kwasi Kwarteng as Chancellor. Radicalism, in a good and conservative way, is now here. This one is about the universal credit and obviously in terms of the unemployment issue, which is actually much lower than ever it was. But there are a lot of people, especially younger people, younger men, who are not really actively looking for jobs. So universal credit claimants working up to 15 hours a week will be required to meet regularly with their work coach and take active steps to increase earnings, or they will see their benefits reduced. Currently, those working up to 12 hours face intensive work search regime. This is actually very crucial. People who don't fulfill their job search commitments without good reason could have their benefits reduced in line with existing benefit sanctions policy. Now, I don't know why that wasn't a normal thing before. In a statement, Kwasi said that inactivity in the labour market is limiting economic growth and that we must get Britain working again. I don't understand why that common sense policy was not even a thing properly until now. Now, we had a bit of a reform under David Cameron when it came to making sure that work pays more than benefits. So by increasing the minimum wage and the living wage and everything else, and increasing number of jobs out there, good, well-paid jobs out there. But that was one thing. But now we still have some people who, for various reasons, they're not really actively looking for jobs. And it's actually not just for the sake of the economy or the taxpayers, but it's actually for the sake of their own health and mental health and well-being, that to make sure that those who can actually do get out there and get the jobs. Now, they do clarify that you have to have a good reason. If you genuinely can't, then you are in the vulnerable category. You're not going to be left alone and left behind. So that's also important to actually consider. It's not some sort of heartless Tory program. Now, one of the main important points to praise Liz Truss on is the radicalism and all the pledges that she says she's actually getting them done. Cutting taxes, especially for the vulnerable, not just the rich, but all the others as well. That's very good. Cutting stamp duty, very important for younger people who want to buy houses. Lifting the ban on fracking and going against the World Economic Forum mentality. That's, again, very radical. And destroying Tony Blair's legacy on schools and education by no longer banning grammar schools and good options out there for education. This is absolutely, I really loved it when she destroyed Blair's legacy. And of course, scrapping the anti-free speech laws that were being promoted by Nadine Dorries and Boris Johnson. That is that last one is a very underrated issue, especially today, because we're talking about taxes and economics and all this stuff, which is also very important, obviously. But that's why, because the focus has been on the budget, people forgot that, yesterday Liz Truss also made the announcement to scrap those anti-free speech and aspects of the online harms bill. The aspect that basically said, well, some speech could be legal but harmful, so you'll still be arrested. That was Nadine Dorries and Boris Johnson, and Liz Truss is reversing all that. So well done, Mary Elizabeth Truss. So far, so good and conservative. We will judge you on the rest of your actions, because it's now about the next big battle. It's about the border crisis. You have to show that you mean business. Now, we have been hearing that there is going to be a proper action plan on what's going on in Dover and across the country, the lack of borders and multiculturalism. There is going to be something coming up, apparently. So we will keep you guys posted on that issue. We're going to come back in half an hour. Subscribe to the channel. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.